Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bat Châtillon 155-55. It's the Tier 9 French SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Glacier, and this one is under the command of Angelina75 of OLIMP. And this was her contribution to the weekly contest between her and Talon 1958. Game on. Well, Talon had already sent in his replay, and he didn't send in another, so this is to decide the competition for this week. Now, Talon only got a third-class tanker in his game, and, well, that's not great, but it could be a winner if Angelina fails to get anything better. Well, she's parked herself right up against the rock there, all behind the trees. Now she's got a 155mm howitzer to use. It's got an alpha of 680, 48mm of pen, 7.6 meters on the burst radius, and between 12 and 27 seconds of stun. She's got a fully rotatable turret, which means she can shoot 363s, but at the moment she's just firing to the north. She's positioned herself in such a way that she can actually get out of there if she needs to in a hurry. Just backs up just a little, but that's enough to throw off any counter battery. Well, she stunned the Conqueror with her first shot. There's two SPGs on either side. The enemy team has got a Bat Châtillon 155-55 and a GW Tiger. It's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. Okay. You can see there's only a few trees this side of the gap. So far, no damage other than the Conqueror, 240. And she's going for the T95, rounds out. Lands alongside him for 17 hit points, but she does get some stun assist afterwards. Oh, one lot as well. What can I tell you about the Bat Châtillon 155-55? Well, they only made one prototype actually, and after they made it, they decided it wasn't what they were after, so they actually redesigned it again, and that's a direct hit. She just hit the 60 TP with a direct hit. A blind hit at that. So they actually went back to the drawing board, and 3 years later they actually came up with this, basically another design along the same lines, but this time round it was an auto loader, so it had 3 shots available. Rounds out. Oh, good shot. She damaged the AMX 5120 with a direct hit for 322, but she also splashed the 60 TP at the same time. Always nice when you can get 2 shots or 2 hits with 1 shot. Now, it's a little difficult trying to get a shot in this direction. She's got a red line, and that indicates that there's something blocking the path of the shell. It's the rock face. So she has to change position if she's going to get a shot in that direction. And that's exactly what she's done. But you notice she actually turned the vehicle there towards the enemy. It's quicker than actually waiting for the turret to turn round. She fired in at the gap, just on the corner. And no idea if that did anything at all, but it is near where the enemy were. In fact, we can see now there is a Patton tank there and a BZ-68, but I think they moved in after her shell went in. But she's almost loaded, and so she's going to give it another shot. You'll need to leave target. Well, she landed the shell behind the target, but she's still got some stun assist. Well, she's got some stun and some splash, 189. So far, it's a very even battle. The enemy's losing more hit points than we are. And that shell did splash the M46, but both guys got stunned. The M46 took the stun off with their first aid kit. You can see now Angelina has 1,070 stun assists so far. So there's a good chance she might get a high mastery. She only needs to beat a third-class tanker. That hit the wreck. The satisfying twang of knowing that you hit something. That can't see the pattern now. It's very difficult to make it out. He is behind the rock. And now he's unspotted. Angelina might have more luck with the tanks to the north, actually. And she can't see that pattern. Is very well hidden. She's saying to her teammates that that's where she's aiming, but her teammates really aren't looking. And you can hear movement, so somebody is moving about in that area. And in fact, somebody's pushing that wreck out, because wrecks don't move of their own accord, which means that the pattern has to be behind him. And she fired a wreck in behind, and that's the thing to do. If you ever see a wreck moving of its own accord, it's normally because somebody's pushing it. And in fact, actually, I remember one battle where I saw a wreck acting like a zombie and marching down the street. And obviously I aimed directly behind the wreck and caught the enemy tank that was there and killed him too. And she just smacked the wreck, but I'm pretty sure that the enemy tank that was behind him also got hit. Okay, no sighting. Yeah, he's pushing the dead tank. Angelina writing in chat. Oh, he's there. He just took a direct hit from that shell because there was no explosion. So we know he's there. Standard reload for this Arty is 28.76. Angelina's got 23. I think it's 99. Rounds out again. He's pulled back now. Yes, he doesn't want to get hit again. It would just be so embarrassing. You keep getting hit by blind hits. Now, this is one of the faster Artys in the game, actually. Whoa! Now, that was a bit unfortunate. We just pulled back into the position, but when we started looking where we were, somebody just fired a round in, and the M46 pattern there has just got taken out by the AE Phase 1, or Phase 2, rather. No, it's Phase 1. We're one down on the enemy at the moment. We've got a couple of targets to the north that look very good. A Conqueror and a T-57 Heavy. The Heavy's going to be the one that gets the shell. Right in front of him for 248. Well, nobody from the enemy team is trying to counter battery fire Angelina at the moment, so that's why she's not moving about as much as usual. And she's trying to find targets that she can shoot at. Okay, that 277 is pulling back. Amazingly, the M46 pattern has suddenly been spotted, and he's pulling back. He's actually not where he was. But over on this corner, she's got a red line trying to get on that target, the Conqueror. So it's gone kind of quiet at the moment. That's the other Arty in our team, which is an FV3805. Okay, T110E3. Rounds out. And splash for 56. Yep. It might be a good idea for Angelina to start moving about and get closer to the enemy, or at least find a better angle to hit some of these enemy tanks. And she could do that because she's so far away from the enemy tanks that it would be possible for her to get moving and find another spot other than the spot amongst the trees. I find quite often that in a game like this, where the enemy's gone a long way away, you can actually roam around the battlefield almost at will, trying to find good spots to shoot at the enemy from. She briefly saw that T-54. Can't get a shot on him though. Oh, there he is. She fires the round in and wow! Well, she managed to thread the shell between the gap and not only got some splash, but she also got some stun assist off that one as well. And now she's motoring. Yes, Arty players do know where their W key is. We do. And we do use it. Sometimes to good effect. Lined up. And, oh, this one wants to move about a bit. Rounds out. Looks better. Okay, she gets 29 hit points of splash. But more importantly, she stunned him again. Okay, A phase 1's moving up on him. We just saw where the enemy Arty is. One of them is in the trees and she spotted that. Yep, she knows he's in there. We don't know which one it is, but we know that an enemy Arty is in those trees there. Now, the ideal thing would be to change position altogether. Just move so he doesn't return the favor. He will know which direction the shell came from, he just doesn't know where she is. Gonna give it again. Both Artys are firing in that direction. One of them's over here as well. You can see the tree's been knocked down, so they might be in the corner. In fact, we just saw a tree go down in there again. Another tree went down. That 60 TP is a splash kill. But of course, he's not coming out from behind that tank. Yep, they are. Members of our team are still indicating the tree line. That was the FV3805 firing into the corner. He's just moved a little way down. There you go. He's actually on that corner there. The tree's been knocked down. You see it? That means he's in that corner there. She's correctly guessing, but she's decided not to shoot. He's definitely there. It looks like the other Arty who's in the tree line has actually moved back and he's in this area now. Angelina's looking for the tracer. As that tree line is being thoroughly demolished. And there he is. Rounds out. Oh! Well, at least our shell was accurate because it hit the wreck. And now we're into the last 2 minutes of the game. Well, now's the moment to actually get moving. And in fact, people are indicating go to the cap. Start capping. There's only 4 enemies left. The thing is that our team is just, well, too bogged down over on the northwest corner of the map to actually get a full complete kill of the enemy team. So we need to get some tanks in the cap circle to force the cap. And we've got, well, we've got somebody with a W key who's free and available. Hasn't got anything going on for the next few minutes. And so she's making her way to the enemy cap area. So all those people who say that Arty sit at the back and never do anything, well, you're wrong, because we do. We do keep an eye on what's going on in the battle, and Angelina's the only one who's actually headed for the cap. So all the tank drivers, you've neglected your duty. Angelina hasn't. In fact, Angelina is looking to try and find that last enemy Arty, if she can. She's in the cap. She's positioned herself in such a way she can get good shots on the enemy. We know where the enemy Arty is there now. And there's the T110E3. She fires a round in. Oh, she got it close to the E3. The enemy Arty's gone down. The E3's about to be destroyed. And that's it. The game's over. Angelina, the only one in the cap at the end. Well done. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second class tanker for Angelina75 of OLIMP in the Bat Châtillon 155-55. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 13 in this game. And she got a Confederate as well, for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And the fact that she didn't get a kill at all actually helped her to get that medal. Her win rate was 1,911, which is super. It's not super unicum. It's very, very good though. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the T110E3, the last enemy to be killed. He got 6,147 hit points of damage, so he was the one who was being very, very stubborn. He got the high caliber. Second highest damage went to the Manticore on our team, who got a tank sniper and 5,344 hit points, but he didn't survive the battle. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the 6DTP on the enemy team with 4,443. Angelina got 2,102 hit points of damage. She was beaten by, well, 3 members of the enemy team and 4 members of her own team, which means she's in 8th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, the high scorers were the Object 452K and the Kampfpanzer 7 on her own team. Both got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the T110E3 and 2 kills went to the Manticore, the E4 and the AE Phase 1. Angelina didn't get any kills at all, but that did help her to get the Confederate. When it came to base XP, the high scorer was the Object 452K, got 1,135. Second place was the Kampfpanzer 7, who managed to get 994. And in third place was the Manticore with 961, and Angelina got 898. She fired 23 rounds in that game. It's a huge number of shells, really. But only 3 direct hits and no penetrations. 22 splashes in that game. 2,102 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 9 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but she did get 1,760 hit points of stun assist off 22 stuns. And she got 29 capture points while she was in the cap. Now that stun assist was what gave her the second class tanker in the game. On a premium count, she actually earned 94,074 credits from the game, including 80,000 for mission completion in that, and 6,735 experience points on the ×5. So, yes, she says, how many times do you want me to stun him? Well, a lot of her team, she was stunning the enemy, but they just weren't even bothered to go forward and shoot at the enemy tank that she kept stunning. That pattern 40, was it the pattern 48? No, the pattern 46. I mean, poor guy was getting stunned repeatedly. 7 stuns she put into him. 7. And they just didn't shoot him. So she wasn't getting anything from it. So you wonder how many times you have to stun the same tank before they actually get the message. Even when you actually point at the guy and say, look, can you go forward and shoot him? It really is soul destroying sometimes to Arty that you do all the work and they just don't do anything to actually help you. But anyway, did Angelina win the competition? Well, let's have a quick look and see. Well, Talon's result was a 3rd class and a bruiser, and Angelina managed to get a 2nd class bruiser and Confederate, which means Angelina was the winner for this weekend's competition, or last weekend's competition, and she must have enjoyed a nice lay-in on Sunday morning. So well done to her. I hope the bacon chef was up to normal standard. But yes, a fresh competition has started this week, so we will be receiving more replays from the couple, from Angelina75 and Talon 1958, showing their replays during the week, trying to win the competition. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.